Well, there goes Wally passing through there. And the ladies are following. Oh, there's Minnie Moo. Her twins are down there together. Zoom in so you can see. Can't tell where they're at, can you? I'm 99.999% sure that's them. A couple other smaller ones over there, but I don't think it's them. Well, where is everybody? Oh, apparently she wants to say good morning. Good morning. Yes. 111J. I don't remember what Ty calls this one, honest. I want to say Delaney, but doesn't sound right. But it might be. She's the young one that's kind of almost lead cow. She's been eating in with the lead cows. Yes, yeah, all along, huh? So, I don't know if I'm mean or not, or, just the way you do stuff anymore. That trailer's for sale. It's not in the best shape. And you've been around long enough, you've seen what the inside looks like. It's roadworthy. It doesn't leak. Needs a tarp. I don't know how many texts I've gotten asking about it. But last one, let's see. I literally just replied to it. Oh yeah, 10 minutes after 5. It said they'd texted me 6 hours ago, so hey, I wouldn't know. I mean, by 10:30 my eyeballs were rolled back in my head last night, and they were trying to roll back long before that. The funny thing is, most of the inquiries about it have been out of Eastern Washington. And that's where it was built. Oh, anyway, I just sent the guy the person, I don't know. All I got's a 509 area code number, which is Eastern Washington. So, anyway, I think, yeah, since I'm walking this way, they're going to walk this way. Time I get there, they might be ready to eat. Oh, we better say good morning to Iceman. Oh, and the heifers are kind of scattered out there yet. If they're not there, they don't get to eat. Kind of like ringing the dinner bell over here. Between feeding Iceman and the dogs, everybody hears that. Yeah, good morning, bud. Huh. Hey, Iceman, come here. Come say good morning. Yeah, we haven't talked to you in a while. We have not talked to you in a while. You chicken. You chicken. Yeah. Well, come here. Chicken or a turkey butt? Huh? Got you. Yeah? See, we still give you some lovin's. Poor kid. Anybody that doesn't know, his mother flat out hated him. First time Caver, and she was actually what we thought was going to be one of the best 2-year-olds, and far from it. By the time he was 2 weeks old, we figured, she'd let him eat without having to lock her up and hold her captive. And what was it, at 3 or 4 weeks old, she had actually dried her milk up. That's how bad she didn't want a calf. So, really good looking animal. I just feel sorry for anybody who might have bought her at the auction as breeding stock, honestly. I mean, he's not a bad looking calf for fending for himself. But she won't make no mama, that's for sure. I found a brat. I did. Good morning, Sapphire. Yeah, good morning. Oh, yeah. Oh, dang. It's dark enough in here. That's screwing it up. And the Brat's mom. Who else we got here? The more I look at her, the more I think she's got to go back to one that we call Pretty Girl. Who looked just like that from the calf clear up. And I don't know if she's still around or not. Honestly, I don't. Oh, do you like that spot right behind your ear? Yeah, nose right up the camera. Lay it on my shoulder. That's okay. Hopey dope. Grown girl. Yeah, all you can see is her head in the middle of the screen. I'm guessing your boyfriend's not going to come in and eat. He's probably out there staring at the cows instead of being in here with his girls. But I'm going to finish this up and make my way to the shop. I totally planned on getting that roof piece fixed up last night. Becky needed to go to Home Depot. I didn't realize how hot it really was out. I knew they lied about the temperature. I just didn't realize, but it made sense why everybody around here felt the way they did yesterday. But hey, today is supposed to be cooler. I'm not going to hold my breath. We'll find out. But we don't have very much to do, and that thing's out of there. It is what it is. Story of my life. I know the light's wrong. Tough. Gonna have to do something with the door. I think I mentioned before that the seal ends up rubbing here. I really, really don't want to have to go through all the BS to get that door off where that top one's froze in the piece on the cab, but we might be doing it because it drags so hard. Like right there is it's going to tear the, if you can see it or not, it's going to tear that new rubber off before very long. And it makes hard contact on the fender even when it's closed. And up at the top, it's just about hitting the front post instead of clearing it like it should. Not what I want to do. Because the only thing I know to do, I mean, hey, this one comes out, that's easy. But this one, I'm going to have to cut it right there and then heat that up to try to get that out. And that's just not something I want to do. I don't want to ruin that rubber. I might be able to use a Sawzall and cut through part of it, but I got to go through the washers too. Cutoff wheel would be quickest and easiest, but it's going to be hard on that unless I slip a piece of tin in there. Protect that. So unfortunately, man, I'll get this damn thing out of here very quickly today. Yeah. And being a Sunday, I was a little slow this morning. She ain't made it out here to the shop yet. She's here, just ain't out here. Hey, look, kind of cleaned up. I threw the vacuum cleaner outside. I told her yesterday it's getting kind of heavy. It needs to be emptied. Yeah, it's about 5 inches of scale and rust and everything else in it. And it's nasty. It almost probably needs a new filter. That's the bag she was filling. And that's the bag I filled with the rest of what's on the floor. So yeah, kind of waiting for her to get out here to see what I can do with that. Because somebody's going to have to hold the door, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I was able to get in with the cutoff. Stuffed a piece of cardboard into the hinge to protect everything. Now I got to get that freaking bolt out. That's going to be fun. I actually got it out. One washer was still stuck to the top. And I tried knocking it down with a long punch first and really didn't do much. Popped the washer off. Nailed her from the bottom a few times. after beating the crap out of the outside of this, and it went up. So I pounded it up as far as I could. Bottom of the bolt was so mushroom there's no way to go through. And stuck the long punch back in. Knocked her out the bottom. But that one, you see how egg-shaped that is. That's going to be interesting. So now I'm debating, since they had 4 washers stacked on each one, do I make a short piece, the same thickness that the washers were, and weld it to this, holding it forward, and maybe do the same thing to the bottom, because trying to get a drill through that, I mean, without cutting it off, and I don't want to cut it off because I don't want any more heat there when I have to get here. I can weld a piece on there, and I won't make that much heat because, you know, I got this right here. I don't think there's anything in that tube, but I'm not sure. Everything should come up. The front tubes and that tube over there. So you want to avoid heat. But welding on here, I can keep a wet rag close and cool it as I weld it. So I'm 99.9% sure that that's probably what I'm going to do. And if I do top and bottom, I just use a longer bolt, no big deal. I say, because I don't want to cut that off and try to weld it back on. I'm so close to the foam right there, because the foam's literally right here. I don't know that I'll be able to keep it cool enough. We'll see. Well, that's what I did. That bushing, I don't know what the hell it was. I put it in the lathe and shortened it up. It is the same thickness as 5 of the washers that were on here. That'll lift it a little, which isn't going to hurt a thing. And we'll put 5 washers up there. We may still put a thin washer here just so it's wearing on a washer and not wearing on this piece and the other piece. But I had to give Ty hell. I had the leads over here. I forgot to turn the welder on. You know, I got in the wrong spot first. And she was holding that cardboard laid here to protect that. She was in there holding that. And it was acting like I didn't have the gas turned on. I said, "You forget the gas?" She goes, "No, I turned it on," and I squeezed the trigger. I heard the gas blow. I was like, well, shit. I'm 99.9% sure it's not that piece, but this piece. It's harder. It might even be cast, but I doubt it. Because cast will do that. I mean, it looked like I welded it without gas until I got going good. I don't know if you can focus. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a spot. It's a little porous, but most of it come out pretty good. So now to put it back on in a little bit, may have to adjust the latch, and that's fine because I think it's been sagged so long the latch has been out of whack anyway. It's actually been very hard to close. So anyway, and she took the floor mat out and gave it a good scrubbing. It ain't perfect, but it is what it is. And she's helping Becky with some stuff at the moment, so when she gets back. And looking at the holes on these, I mean, there's really not any wear in these. It was just in that one up there. And I can't find enough wear to worry about a nose. So hopefully, yeah. I don't think we're going to get this out of here before lunch. And for lack of anything better, the almighty power grip building adhesive. This crack goes down to about here, so I got it all smeared on the inside and taped it. And when I put the tape on the inside, I got the glue pushed through mostly on the outside, so I know it's in there. Same with this one. And I forgot to do that one. So I'm going to do that one now while I'm waiting for Ty. She said, and I quote, "That was a bitch getting out."
More than that.
I told her, I know. I've had her in and out. Well, this is the 3rd time the cab's been redone since we've had the tractor. So, no, I did it the first couple times, but the first time it was full of Mount St. Helens ash and It was set up like concrete everywhere. All those little squares were packed full. They literally just picked it up and threw it on the ground for probably an hour to get it broke loose, and then took the pressure washer to it. That's the original mat. Nothing else in there's original. Well, all the plastic is. Oh, you didn't hear her, Steph and bitch. Hopefully she don't screw anything up. But it's almost out of here. Probably should move this before she backs the tractor out, right? I want to use that in a little bit. I finished getting stuff off the tractor, because as soon as she is done, she can take it out of here. Rainy, move. Don't need her trying to take my cameras with her. That'd be a bad thing. I don't want to have to buy those again. And yeah, nowhere to put anything. She better not run over my stuff. So hey, yay. She can get out of here. There, it's out of here. If anybody noticed the driveline cover on the front driveline, these things didn't come with covers on them. That one actually has a PTO cover on it. That, well, we tried to do it right. We put it on, stretched all the way out, and it's got 3 or 4 screws holding it at the joint. So stuff can't get to the U-joints. It's all smooth on the outside, so there's nothing for hay to catch on. And that used to pull the old big baler in windrows that were up halfway up the front weights and never wrapped. The 3394, though, when we first got it, didn't think about it, and Dad said, well, I'm going to mow with it. He went out there, and we actually cut the little triangle where the cows are, and he made it about from the bridge to where the dirt pile is before you go up the hill. He called me and he says, can you bring a couple of knives out? We spent an hour cutting it off the drive line and switched tractors. Look at that, look at that. Clean floor. Cleaner anyway. Still gotta shuffle that stuff around. Ty says, can we open the sides on the big baler when it's in here? And I said, well, sweetheart, the shop's 30 feet wide. That's 4 feet from the edge. Just gotta make sure you don't slam it up against there. Hold it to this side, son. Of course, gotta make sure you clear what's on here. I might move that out of here. And that don't take long to move out of the way. Tools sitting on top of there. Part of them we were looking for earlier. Ty said she put them back in the toolbox. No, she didn't. They were laid up there with the belt sander. And maybe tomorrow, stuff on that chair there and a bucket down there, all that stuff needs to go back upstairs. That box is full of nothing but cardboard now. I don't think I need it in here. Of course, recycling it till next week. Run that over and flatten it out good, fold it up so it'll fit in the bin. Let them have it. And say, shuffle a few things around. Need to throw that microwave in the scrap barrel. Cut the cord off. Ty thought she wanted to take it apart. Let's take it apart, pull the magnets out, we can keep them. A bunch of shit over there needs to get cleaned up too, but you know. It's just been a project, shall we say. So anyway, tomorrow I'll get the big baler in. Ty wanted to try to hopefully make it home. The nice weather, everybody runs to the coast, and all that does is make it hell for everybody that lives along the highway. Kind of like it, you know. Maury doesn't do a whole lot of haying on the weekends because he can't get out onto the highway. Because all those city that's headed to the coast, they don't care. They could care less. They won't let you out. And they're bumper to bumper going. Sometimes it's backed up Clear North Plains, which is like almost 10 miles from where Ty gets to turn off. And you can't do anything in that. Frickin' state won't put an overpass in or anything, which, I mean, all the locals discussed this stuff 25, 30 years ago. And no, we don't need an overpass. Well, you need to do something. And there's 3 or 4 places that would make it so much easier for everyone. But they won't do that. They'll go put roundabouts places they don't need them that cost 10 times more than a frickin' overpass. But they aren't going to do that. Speaking of that, they're putting a roundabout that direction now. 2 main roads, county roads, 2 main ones that all the frickin' dump trucks run. And they're going to have that shut down to put a roundabout in. It's been a 4-way stop for all of my life. Worked just fine. Very rarely gets backed up very far. No more than, 1/10 of a mile, maybe a 1/4 mile when it's really busy. But everybody keeps moving. Anyway, hope you all had a great Sunday. Hope everybody has a great Monday. Throw the thumbs up if you would. Subscribe if you hadn't. It'd be appreciated. And we'll see what we get into in that banner tomorrow.